Last match of the day. Who's going to play Caitlin in the final? Let's play pickleball.
Point.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy.
One zero. Side out.
Nice deep return from Parris Todd, and two very different quarterfinals for these ladies.
Yes.
11-8 in the third for Brooke Buckner against Zoe Wong, and 11-3, 11-1 for Parris Todd over Leah Jansen.
And that's where, when it's an open, time on court during that day is massive.
Yes, yes.
1-1.
Yeah,
Point.
yeah,
What a stripe to it right there. Wow.
Yeah, and a progressive draw. You can only play one singles match per day, so much different. So I agree with you on the court time.
2-1.
Yeah, and I think just to finish that point, we'll see the top players play all three events in those progressive draws for a couple reasons. What you just said, and also those are the ones that are worth 1,500 and 2,000 points. So that's where you can make up 2 opens worth of play in one event. And a bunch of errors here for Brooke Buckner early, and Parris Todd will happily make frequent visits to the freebie factory here. She's up 3.
4-1.
No way.
Point.
Wow. What an angle there. Brooke couldn't get a paddle on it.
No, but Parris Todd did that off of a great shot from Brooke Buckner. So to hit a clean winner back of the court to the back of the court when your opponent
5-1.
gives you that to work with is very impressive from Parris Todd.
Point.
Oh, and a forehand that you usually see Brooke make 80 out of 81. That was the one.
I'm not sure I've ever heard an 80 out of 81.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Uh-huh.
Sneaky attack there, just sort of delayed and was all over it. And this is absolute domination from Parris Todd here. Looking sharp here on championship court. Where are you, bro? I'm just saying.
It's got to be here
somewhere. Where are you? Quite frankly, she may not need Hunter Johnson the way she's playing. Fantastic approach there from Parris. 8-1. Is that Hunter hiding there?
Looks like
there he is. Okay. He just wasn't in the player box. We don't want to get him in trouble at home.
Yeah, it's really the first loose error we've seen, and it wasn't even that loose because the shot from Brooke Buckner was very good.
1-8.
So 3 straight shots to the backhand of Buckner. Not that it's a poor backhand, but definitely the wing that you want to target when you're playing Brooke. She gets hot with the forehand. It's as good as anybody's.
8-1.
And Hunter, to his infinite credit, is sitting right there at the back of the court. So all is well. That is wide at 9-1. My goodness.
Still 9-1. Parris still going through the routine.
Oh, got to.
9-1.
Off the tape and gets past her, but these approach shots from Parris have been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I agreed. Parris was very ahead at that point, so nice work from Buckner to finally win it with that let cord, but a lot of work to do for her.
Good effort there, yeah. And we talked to Brooke. She was very honest. She said, I was in deep trouble against Zoe in their match before this. Was able to hit her way through that. So we'll see if she can do that again here against a red-hot Parris Todd.
Yeah, and I think that's what you have to do. You're not going to out-hit Brooke. So Zoe Wong has a lot of variety in her game, and so that's one of the reasons why I was mentioning some of that shot selection from Parris Todd. Just keep it out of Brooke's strike zone, however you're able to do that.
Another just missile down the line, comes in behind it. Brooke can't make a good contact with that. We are at game point at 10-2.
10-2.
That sails well deep, and Parris Todd in a dominant game number one wins it 11-2. I'm not even going to look at you paddle tap here, and it is v.com. And Parris Todd would love for you to rewatch that entire first game over and over. She was fantastic and comes roaring right out the gate here in game two.
Yeah, I mean, just great shot making from Parris and consistent play. So maybe Brooke can bring her. She did have some errors on the forehand side, especially in the first half of game one. Possibly bring in her targets a little bit and find some consistency. And as I say that, two-handed backhand a foot long. It's just a perfect storm right now for Parris Todd.
0-0.
I mean, these are routine misses.
Yeah, and the breeze has died down a lot. But that's too long, and it's into the face of Brooke ever so slightly.
Yeah, Brooke looked up to her cheering section. They're like, you know, you'd love to say that's close, but it wasn't.
All right, and there's some variety from Brooke Buckner, forcing Parris Todd to hit up on the first volley, and then Brooke able to do some damage on the next ball. Very nice.
See that unique shape of that Agassi paddle that she's using. Oh, and that caught. So both ladies have had some wicked topspin with some side spin going in that direction here in game one. Parris, now game two. Brooke answers.
Yeah, maybe she doesn't pull her targets in. Just hit the line, Brooke.
Yeah. Point.
Nice from Brooke Buckner. So that is a slice approach in perfect position on the first volley, then a put away overhead.
And there's that shape of that model. It's different. She said, I feel like I've got a bigger sweet spot on it. And
Side out.
up until this match, it's been working very, very well for her. But even if you just think it has a bigger, you're just feeling the ball better. That's massive.
Point.
Nice work from Parris Todd. And I wouldn't say an earth-shattering drop shot, but enough to force Brooke Buckner to come forward and not giving Brooke
2-2.
a pass from the back of the court where she's so good.
That is just a wonderful volley. Just slap that thing down, Adam.
Yeah, and Parris, I thought, was late getting in. She struck that first volley well off the kitchen line and still hit it that well.
3-2.
I mean, I don't think Brooke could believe that came back. Oh, a little cutter, so great variety on the serve here for Parris. And Brooke is now the one that's frustrated. Parris, again, as you said, goes through the routine, just never too high or too low.
4-2. Side out.
We'll see if that is significant or not, because that should be 5-2 right there with how short that ball was.
Yeah, that was the short and high return, and that's not the one you want. We've talked about the short and low return all day.
Okay. Just
Point.
blunt force
Yep.
trauma. Huge serve, huge approach, huge volley. Thank you very much. Give me the ball back.
Yep, and if you're Parris, she went into this match knowing that was going to happen at some clip.
3-4.
So she'll just, once again, go back to business.
Wow, Brooke Buckner made two unbelievable stabs to prolong the point, but Parris just hung with it.
I mean, that is an incredibly well-played point from Brooke Buckner, and she does not win it.
Again, we say that if you do a 360, you rarely win the point. So there's another
4-3.
another proof of that.
Side out.
So a couple third shot misses on the forehand here for Todd.
Well, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of openings for Brooke Buckner against Parris Todd so far, so maybe try that forehand a couple more times since she's gotten two.
Point.
She goes there with pace and has tied this thing up.
Four. Side out.
So both ladies have had a similar opportunity and netted it. So tied at 4. Caitlin Christian awaits the winner.
4-4.
What an approach shot from Parris Todd. Magnifique.
Yes, it was. And, you know, I always talk about those banana balls. I mean, that ball, that's out the whole time until it plops right on the line. What a shot with topspin tumbling down and side spin bringing it back in the court.
Just too good. Parris was even trying to get there, but the volley wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Sat up for Brooke.
Yeah, and it wasn't a poorly struck volley that was supposed to be deep. It was the drop volley that was not struck cleanly. So nice job from Brooke Buckner to capitalize on that tough volley from Parris.
Point.
Yeah, so Brooke is wearing out the forehand side here.
Yeah, I mean, my backhand's garbage. So, but a lot of the ladies actually have a stronger backhand than the forehand side.
Let's try to go there again. So a couple sitting there in the middle, just juicy for that forehand of Buckner. Can't make it. Tied at 5.
Side out.
Well, she was going to the forehand.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you hit it hard, you're going to get a few of those.
Oh, wow. I thought that was to be a timeout from Parris. That's just
I'm not real happy about that ball going off the tape, and you can just wait. And just does not hit a clean volley at all after being wildly ahead.
Yeah, and Brooke looks to be, from the back of the court, finding Parris's backhand a decent amount, but almost all the approach shots are going to the forehand side.
5-5.
So when they're both back, Brooke can hit anywhere, but when she's coming forward, she's trying to find the forehand.
Well done from Parris Todd.
The ability of Parris Todd to just change directions. That's a backhand from Brooke going to cross court to Parris Todd. She just pushes it right up the line and then finishes.
6-5.
Changing direction is very difficult.
Yeah, that backhand up the line is the hardest shot from the baseline.
Point.
Brooke gets too much out of that one after earlier putting a couple of those in the net, overcorrects, and Parris is 4 points from Sunday.
7-5.
Oh, what a get. Wow. So short hop stab from Brooke kept it going again, but Parris is up to the task and is not getting ahead of herself in these rallies.
I agree. Comebacks, but I mean, this could possibly be a wire-to-wire situation for her if she's able to close.
Just unbelievable miss there from Brooke. She can't believe it. That was 2 feet deep in a routine rally at the baseline. Parris sneaks in, has that same forehand volley up high, down, whips it in the ground, and she's got match point.
10-5.
Just wider. That spin was going to be a problem for Brooke, so saves 1 match point against.
I think we lost the ball.
Is Kate Fahey going to crawl down
Nope.
under?
Nope.
I certainly hope not.
So we got a
Thank you, one of Tucson fans here.
friendly fan.
Okay, Kate. Can your buddy get something going here? Parris isn't even standing on the right side, so that's the delay here. I mean, you got to get 2 or 3 here, it feels like.
5-10.
Misses. A warning to challenge a call if we get to that point.
Point.
And that same forehand that was sitting there earlier that she missed, she nails that one. So within 3 now.
7-10.
That hit the C in Carvana, and we're sure that one's out. Second try to close this out for Parris.
10-7. Side out.
Interesting footwork there.
You got to be careful, Parris. This is a very
Yes.
good competitor who can string points together as well as anyone.
7-10.
Oh, what a job of taking that out of the air from Brooke, and she is within 2.
Yeah, nothing's going to change. It's just going to be execution for Brooke Buckner. That forehand corner of Parris Todd is getting peppered
8-10.
with approach shots.
And Parris takes the timeout. All right, Hunter Johnson, you're going to have to earn your
8-10.
keep now, because a routine Game 2 win and let's cruise on into Sunday has gotten a lot different in a hurry.
Yeah, this is where I remember being in situations like this. I'm just like, just give it to me.
Yes.
I'm beating you. I have 10. Just give it to me, and it's not going to happen out here.
Isn't that the truth? It is like you're like, I have played so well. I was ahead 10-4. Just miss a return so we can tap paddles and I can feel good about myself. And now, I mean, the pressure. Now Brooke's like, man, I've already kind of escaped here. Maybe I can get through this now and play kind of loose here at 8-10.
Agreed. I mean, we could just be a couple minutes away from this thing being completely tied up and playing a Game 3. So that is, even Parris Todd, as tough of a mental competitor as she is, she feels that.
So here we go. Big serve coming up here from Brooke, and she get it deep to set herself up. Wow. She did everything she wanted to do, that being Brooke, and Parris beat her.
Yeah, I thought Parris might have too much time on that last ball, and she crushed a backhand with plenty of topspin.
Match point 3 for Parris. Wow, side of the line, down the line from Brooke, but it is in there and gets the ball back again.
Oh, and I was worried about Brooke. I think she kind of guided that last volley to the open court, and Parris almost got there.
8-10.
Wow, what a volley there, and Brooke Buckner is within one. That catches, and we are tied at 10. As it was floating through the air, I'm like, did she get too much of it, Adam? But she got it just right. And that is deep, and we are at game point for Brooke Buckner.
Okay.
Parris is going to challenge this. Another issue in game two. So here we go. Game point for Brooke. And what a beautiful rally for Parris Todd, staring down game point.
Yeah, and I understand that Brooke will occasionally go to that slice backhand when she's in big trouble. I don't think she was in big trouble right there, and that allowed Parris Todd to come forward.
Yeah, one more little step and wreck that in the corner somewhere. And now it's Parris who got to come in first, and she has us tied at 11. It's going to take at least 13.
11-11.
Wow, missed return. Game point number 4 now coming up for Parris Todd.
12-11.
Oh, just enough topspin. And just can't find the court as she comes in after an epic trade of twoies cross court, Adam.
Yes, and I was wondering who was going to break that pattern. And it was Parris Todd, and not an easy volley. Nice pass from Brooke Buckner, and we play on.
11-12.
Huge tee serve ties us up at 12. Up to the challenge again is Brooke Buckner with a brilliant volley, and she's got her second game point here.
The reads have been so good from Brooke Buckner on the first volleys.
And that is in clutch city from Parris Todd. My goodness.
Yeah, what a job of Brooke Buckner clearing her body to find a forehand on this approach.
That's just remarkable from Parris.
Oh, Brooke can't believe it. I can't either.
12-13.
High looper. Ooh, first time she's really tried to guide something there. Didn't hit through it. Game point 3 for Brooke.
13-12.
And that catches the tape. Brooke Buckner saves 4 match points against and forces a third and deciding game, winning game 2, 14-12. Let's play 3, they said, and that's exactly what we were doing throughout the match.
And that was a bit of what I was talking about. We'll say that wasn't a full roll. That was just a mid-pace shot from Parris Todd. But either way, Brooke Buckner hitting up on the first volley, which is a good situation for Parris.
Wow.
Point.
I mean, I kind of agree with Brooke. What in the world? Because she thought I'm here an hour early, and then that bounce just died. Watch this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see it on camera. That was a sneaky little come in there from Parris Todd after that deep approach shot. Drop volley wasn't spectacular, but worked.
And right down the line for Buckner. My, how this game can change on a dime.
Yeah, the ebbs and flows of matches.
2-1.
Oh, got the footwork so she could go down the line and pushed it. And will the weight of the game 2 opportunity sit on Parris here or not? We shall see.
Side out.
Very nice dipper from Parris Todd. And I think, as I mentioned, I think that is just more important than pace right now when Brooke Buckner is coming forward.
See, we're nearing the 40-minute mark of this last of the night battle between these ladies. Wow.
Point.
She's had a couple just ugly misses on returns. There was nothing on that serve.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit part of the deal when you're talking with Brooke. When she takes a cut like she does on the forehand side, they're not all going to be pretty.
Parris snuck in again, and that cut just got down enough.
It did. Yeah, I mean, it was just hovering up there, and I thought Parris was going to have a clean look. But by the time it got to Parris's paddle, it wasn't in that bad of a spot for Brooke Buckner.
Yeah, I wonder if Brooke saw her. She just had serendipity there.
I'm going to go with the latter.
And there's the game 2 comeback pattern right there. And just lather, rinse, repeat.
And it was funny, at the beginning of game 3, she snuck one in to the Parris Todd backhand. It worked, and then goes right back to the bread and butter.
4-2.
Wow, it just demolishes a forehand into the corner, and then she made that last shot look easy, and it was not.
No, it isn't. I mean, that was perfect, an inch inside the sideline. I mean, Buckner hit that last backhand below her waist. That is so good.
So Parris takes her 1 timeout for game 3 right here, down 5-2. We will switch ends at 6. And honestly, right now, other than maybe a sight line that we haven't played enough at this hour for me to give a fully informed idea, the wind is gone. The sun is gone. The court seems lit well enough where there isn't a side I'd rather be on. So I don't think that's a factor. But mentally, if Brooke gets this next point, down 4 is a tough hole to dig out of. Parris is sitting there staring ahead. I'm quite certain that Hunter, if you pan up to the right, is chatting away with her. But this is difficult times right now for Ms. Todd.
Yeah, and no more timeouts and the technical warning also. So it's all kind of baked into the situation.
She does have her free challenge in game 3, but another one is where we would have a problem.
Time in. 5-2.
I mean, once she hit the 360, it was over.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I don't know if the slice again.
Let's not do it.
Yeah.
Especially with the point before the timeout, that two-handed backhand looking so good
Yes.
for Buckner.
Point.
Fabulous deep serve with some spin.
3-5.
That is absolutely fantastic from Brooke Buckner.
On the run, and I really love the point construction from Parris Todd to follow that ball in, and man,
5-3.
too good.
Side out.
Wow, okay, so there's another chance to switch with a nice lead. Brooke lined up as if Parris had an even number. She has 3.
Side out.
So she is going to challenge this. That was ramifications down the road here of that.
Side out.
Boy, just didn't hit it with purpose there.
Yeah,
wasn't a slice.
Yeah,
Give her that.
that's true. I think that might have been one Brooke could rip cross court and come into the backhand side. Man.
I mean, she runs around it and just pulls that down the line. It's beautiful.
And the thing is you're in big trouble if you don't hit it so
Yes.
well, leaving so much court open. But Brooke hits it well.
Because all your momentum's into the video boards over there. Another try to switch with the lead.
Side out.
But as everyone knows, you don't get extra points for hitting the raid sign. So, Parris, I mean, you are averting some very dangerous switch score lines here. Now goes with the short cut. Wow, and the spin helped Parris there.
And Brooke just kind of stopped her feet at the last second, ended up reaching for that last ball.
4-5.
Just fantastic variety of shots and heights there from Parris Todd.
Yeah, it's important. I mean, it's a part of Parris's game against anyone, but I think it's especially important against this opponent.
5-5.
And now it is Parris who could switch with the lead. And there was just a little hitch in that backhand right.
6-5.
And the off-speed stuff gets a miss. I mean, she's had 5. I mean, this is like old school Greg Maddox just hitting spots.
Oh, man.
And then
yeah,
there we go.
And I thought that Parris was going to go with the slicer side spin on that serve, but usually that one is not missed.
No. Wow. Bodies up Brooke, and that was the exact right shot.
I don't say right hip in singles very much, if ever, but that's exactly what happened.
7-5.
I mean, perfect from Parris.
Point.
Oh, that is a look. There is not a Parris paddle that is going to touch that ball if it makes its way over, but it doesn't.
8-5.
was wide on the
Point.
pass. I'll see. Here comes Parris to serve at 9-5.
Nice and loopy.
Just ripped past Parris right there.
That's the second really extended cross-court backhand rally these two have been into, and Parris has been the one that has changed directions both times, and she's 0 for 2 in those points.
And you heard Brooke yell fight, so here we go. Oh, everyone in the building, or at least me, thought she was pulling that down the line.
Oh, yeah.
Nine-five.
Oh, man.
Side out.
Yeah, the best approach shots are the ones where you don't have to hit a volley.
Clean winner on the way up, and Parris will stay at 9. Ripped backhand cross court and then gorgeous up the line. Boy, single lady can't spray that one that wide at him. Cannot miss that.
9-5.
Oh, that's got her beat, but it goes off the tape. And this is Parris's 5th match point, but the other 4 were 20 minutes ago.
10-5.
An absolute slugfest. And Buckner says, I'm going nowhere.
Yeah, there's just one part of that Selkirk net where the ball is not going under, and we've seen it hit a couple times.
I mean, that windmill's hard to get it through on the putt-putt course.
5-10. Point.
I mean, this is where we were.
Yeah, and that tee serve from the left side of Brooke Buckner has paid some real dividends. A couple misses and a couple setups for her for the next shot.
Point.
Wow. Brooke is within 1 again.
Come on. 9-10.
And comes up with a forehand, which she had to have it. Match point 6 for Parris Todd.
10-9.
And that goes wide, and Parris Todd escapes through the side door. 6th match point is what it took to get it done. What a fight from Brooke Buckner, but it is Parris Todd, 11-9 in the 3rd. She will play Caitlin Christian for a title on Sunday. What a battle, what a show.